Albuquerque to chat time. I got the crowd yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front to back, they yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. To get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the bricks. You talk about, now we're doing it, bricks. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I cop a chromed out, hard top career with a shine. I got some time, name, I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front to back, they yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do when you show up on the scene with a two drew on you and your friend and play a little 2 on 2? If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I gotta get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show 'em this ain't the squad for a sucker to test. Pimp, my too large and we way too fresh. Work well with. And quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we be standing in your front yard yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front to back, they yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Oh, front yard yelling.
It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Ball is teed up, Joshua Carty to do the honors. And here we go from LA. On the return, here's Tyreek Hill. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Thrown right away, Tagovailoa. Taken in by Smith. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st and 10 from the 41. Two and now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
Hey, these are the type of gains he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. He's got it! Looks like the feet are in bounds, too! Oh, I don't believe it! He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Now he's York to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. The first carry now for Kyron Williams. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
That one gains 7. And it brings up an LA 1st down. Straight ahead with Williams. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
This will be caught by Adams. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. 3 yards on the gain. Now they just need 2 more on 2nd and goal. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they're left with 3rd and goal.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
3rd and goal, it's Stafford. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams finish off their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for Brock as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Tua. This finds Smith. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Connects on the crosser. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10 from the 41. A-Chain running to the right. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Emmanuel Forbes in on the tackle.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd down carry for A-Chain. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. He's got Smith. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. The Rams got 6 DBs out there for this 3rd down call. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. That's the end of our first quarter. Here's someone from a family of punters, Ryan Stonehouse, on the punt on 4th. And this one is away, and he got all of it and then some. Ooh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield. Hard to do better than that, a 66-yard punt. And the Rams will take possession. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They go with Williams on the counter. Who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Safford. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20.
You know, Kay, that is the epitome of trust right there. Right, when the ball is let out of his hands, I think everybody on the sidelines in the stadium went, because he threw it in double coverage. And you may question the decision, but it's tough to challenge it when it produces results like that.
And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Williams now on 1st and 10. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st. Another run for Williams. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. the ground with Williams. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Stafford now on third down. Able to find Nakua here. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Looks like they will indeed try it, 4th and 2. Stafford gonna go on 4th. He connects downfield on 4th. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. This throw is cut. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Running right, it's Williams. And that hit stops him in his tracks. No gain on the play, and they have to come up with 7 yards now on 3rd and goal.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over, over.
Putting the tight end in motion. Stafford from the gun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And he's out in the clear. The 50. 30. Gets the 10. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. York now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. So new kickoff rules, this is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. After the pick, Stafford back to the air. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
He's on the move. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield, and the Dolphins got it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Third down, you could see he may have been trying to simply do too much to help his side. It loosened his hold on the ball and gave that defense a chance to knock it free. Instead of facing fourth down, they're off the field completely.
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Give to Williams from the gun. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Throwing is Stafford on third. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? They chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Back to throw it. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Here comes the final play of our first half. One final shot before halftime. Throwing for the end zone. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Oh, he loses it on the return. They could get this back. And the Dolphins do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. On now is York to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. To throw, Stafford. He'll get this one to Adams. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Rams are going to have a first down. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he's brought down after a short gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
He's got the hook up to Adams. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. On the handoff, this is Williams. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Stafford back to throw. Finds him over the middle. He's got it in the red zone. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
From the red zone now. And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, LA! The Rams cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Cardi now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Rams tie things up at 14. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. Has a man, it's Achan. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First down, here's Tua. Cut out left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
First down from the red zone. Vacates quickly left side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins grab the lead on their first series of the half. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. York tacks on that extra point. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7.
Rams 14.
On now is York to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D-line.
Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. And the Dolphins will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Two and out from the gun. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Miami. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
You're good on the point after. And the Dolphins double their lead to 14.
Rams 14. York to kick off.
On now is York to kick this one away. 2-2 Atwell, now to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 and the 31.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Handoff goes to Williams, running right. And he gets him around 6 there. Jalen Phillips finishing that play off. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down.
Third and 2.
Running for the marker with Williams. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Give him 3 on that gain. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's Rams football. They trail late, but this game's still very... New slated downs to approach here from the 40. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. It's taken in by Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A handoff to Williams. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 42. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Throw reeled in by Whittington. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He finds him beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the first. Williams on the carry. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Throwing now, Stafford. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They're now set for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So that brings up 2nd down.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's 3rd down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And this is going to be an LA touchdown. The Rams now within 1 score in the 4th. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Hill now to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achan. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
It's the 2-minute warning here in LA. Dolphins leading by 8. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Tua off the play fake. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll be first down, Miami. A-chain on the inside give. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Well, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
A-chain again on 2nd. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, 15 plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
So in the end, it's a Dolphins win here. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
D, all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.